Hey, Shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings and salutations to the book elect. Those in this gospel, bro, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is a quick lesson through the Spirit from the beloved brother Amuan Gubara. He spoke on this earlier and stated that he wanted to put it on BitChute or Odyssey, one of those platforms, which is actually not a bad idea. I have a BitChute and an Odyssey, but a lot of times the credentials, for whatever reason, I end up forgetting them and I can't log in the account. But that's neither here nor there. And plus, I don't want to go through the hassle of having to upload it and try to time it and all that other stuff. But through the Spirit, I do need to start uploading again to my BitChute account. Okay, because these type of lessons are rather controversial. So I'm going to do my best I can to remain PC. But to show you that Bible prophecy or biblical prophecy is coming to pass fast, man, okay? Because it says Boston University researchers create new you-know-what strain, okay? It says they created a new strain. And we've been telling you from time to time that these particular weapons of mass destruction or these biological weapons that they're creating, they're all made, man, okay? Whether it be supernaturally inspired by the Most High or made by Esau, Edom, it's all still a divine plan of Yahweh, Bashim Yahweh Shai, okay? If we believe that. Now, I'm not going to play the video because, they have certain triggers and buzzwords. The Esau, he likes to flag our videos because we're pretty much blacklisted here. But for whatever reason, these particular anchormen and TV anchormen and women, they're able to speak on these things and they're not getting penalized for it, which shows you that it's a biasness on their behalf towards us. Okay, so it says here, researchers at the Boston University created a new strain of the C19 in efforts to examine the role of a specific protein associated with the Omarion variant. And we know that that particular variant, which is the last one that came out, or the last recent one, it was highly infectious. A lot of people are still suffering from the long-term effects of this thing. Breathing issues, respiratory issues, whatever protein that has went in people's bloodstream. A lot of people have a hard time kicking it. And mainly those of you people that took that jab. Okay, you're the ones that's in impending danger for this particular new strain and this thing that they're getting ready to release upon humanity, man. Okay, and it's gonna get real. I know we sound like a broken record. We've been saying the same thing over and over, and a lot of times people write us off because they're like, y'all always saying that. But if you pay attention to what's been happening, prophecy has been coming to pass. The things that we have spoke through the Spirit, they are indeed coming to pass. Okay, biblical prophecy. Okay, because the things that the prophets speak, they ultimately happen when the Most High brings it to pass. It says their virus generated in the biosafety lab, level 4 lab, which this is intentional, okay? They don't miraculously do these things and it happen. This is intentional, okay? Because they have to get their new world order up and going, all right? And they have to kill off a lot of people. But it says, cause rapidly deteriorating severe disease with a mortality rate of 80% in the mice it was tested during the research process. Now, when you go back into I'll say the Mossberg, but I ain't gonna say the Marburg. I'm gonna say the Mossberg pump. That has an 88% mortality rate. Okay, I was looking at the what's this guy's name? Well, I think it's Dave Adams, if I'm not Mark Adams. I believe he's like over the Natural News. Basically, they was going into this whole particular new Mossberg pump on how people that drink the juice, the Kool-Aid, they're basically more than likely carrying this particular thing in their blood. And whatever happens, if Esau release some type of frequency in the air, how he's going to do, whether it's through these particular towers or some type of technology or the frequencies that he's put upon people's minds or whatever, allegedly this is supposed to activate this new weapon in people, because actually the people that's walking around with this in their body, you're the weapons, okay? You're the ones that's going to spread this shit, okay? They try to blame it on the people that ain't dealing with it, but it ain't us, it's you people. But you masses of people are so stupid and they're so lost by Esau's pseudoscience to the point they believe anything that the media tells them. Like this guy, Dr. F, Dr. Death, where is he at? Okay, he's only popping up in the news when it has something to do with this madness. But other than that, I thought he was retired, or I thought he stepped down. Whatever happened to the devil? But regardless of that, it says, Rush Hour is no fluff, no filler newscast hosted by Nicole. Blase, blase. We don't need to know all that. But basically, you brothers can look this video up, and I may post it in a link in the description of the video. That way, y'all can get insight on what the hell is going on. Because basically, this is a new Omarion dance with an 80% success rate. So those of you that fell victim to this last particular ordeal, hey, 9 times out of 10, you might not survive this one. And I'm just being real. A lot of people getting ready to drop dead. Those of you that took the juice and some of you that didn't take the juice, because that's the Lord's judgment. So we'll see. But anyway, I looked up here. It says the Mossberg pump. It says, can you survive the Mossberg pump? It says this causes severe hemorrhagic fever in humans. This is the average case fatality rate is around 50%. So it's more than half the time it's a half and half chance, depending on your body, your immunity, and so forth, and how built up you are. You are not a healthy person and you suffer from type of illnesses and you're on a lot of meds, then 9 times out of 10, you will succumb to this. It says the case fatality rates have varied from 24%, that's a quarter of people, to 88%, that's more than half, in management. It says early supportive care with rehydration and symptomatic treatment improves survival. But see, this is going to catch people off guard, man. And I'm thinking this is what that new what is talking about, because they don't really go into this, but nonetheless, this is probably what people have on the inside of them due to taking the juice or drinking the Kool-Aid. Okay. So anyway, let's get a couple of precepts here, man, because this thing is getting ready to turn up. Like the scriptures say, the deaf should be casted out as dung. So what are you people going to do when it starts to hit home? Because it will hit home sooner than later. All right. So this is the book of Ezekiel, the 7th chapter. And I'm going to start at verses 13. It says, for the seller should not return to that which is sold, although they were yet alive. For the vision is touching a whole multitude, which should not return. Neither shall any strengthen himself in the iniquity of his life. Because the type of hell that's coming to America, your money, your financial secrets, your careers, this is not going to get you out of hell, man. Okay? This is not going to get you salvation. People are going to depend on their money, their bunkers, their silver, their gold, their wisdom and knowledge of this world, the rudiments of this world, to get them in a favorable place. But that's not going to work, because you can't bribe a particular pestilence with money or with homes. Okay? You can't bribe a pestilence, man. You can't bribe Yahweh Shai. If he has it out for you to be destroyed, then that's what's going to happen, man, because that's what the scriptures say. And it says they have blown the trumpet, even to make all ready, but none go into the battle. For my wrath is upon all the multitude, and this is the wrath of the Most High, man. Okay, because the people of this place, they're living wickedly as all hell. Okay, you people have turned your back on Yahweh Shai. I'm talking about our people, the Israelites. You women have grown proud with your careers. Okay, you men have grown proud with your folly. Okay, and the list goes on. All right, and it says the sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within. And he that is in the field should die with a sword, and he that's in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him, man. Okay, and that's the point. This is a pestilence right here. Okay, this is a pestilence. Let's look up pestilence real quick. Pestilence, disease. There it is here. Pestilence definition is really just a disease, a fatal epidemic, a disease, especially bubonic plagues. Okay, that's the definition. Okay, a plague or disaster imply greater devastation than mere physical disease. Okay, and the Most High said there should be famines and pestilence in diverse places, earthquakes and famines and pestilence in diverse places. And the scriptures say here, they that is in the city should die of famine and pestilence, because famine brings pestilence, okay? And those dead bodies, those diseases, that's going to bring more pestilence, man. Okay, because you people here, your diet's all jacked up. Okay, you all medicated. You just not the healthiest people. So therefore, when those bodies starts to rot, That's going to release more viruses and pathogens in the air. And people are going to be breathing in and inhaling it in, and they're going to drop dead from particular convulsions and so forth. And we're reading it right here in the scriptures, man. All right. And it says, but they that escape of them should escape and should be on the mountains like doves of the valleys, all of them mourning every one for his iniquity. And all hands should be feeble, and all knees shall be weak as water. Okay. And they shall also gird themselves for sackcloth, and horror shall cover them, and shame should be upon all faces, and baldness upon all their heads. And they should cast their silver in the streets, and their gold should be removed, and their silver and their gold should not be able to deliver them in the day of the wrath of Yahweh. And they should not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is a stumbling block of their iniquity. So a money, gold, substance, careers, women, none of these things are going to matter to the Most High. Okay, because the Lord, he wants blood, man. Okay, he wants blood, and he wants bloodshed from you people. All right, let's get another precept here. This is the book of Jeremiah, the 16th chapter. And I'm going to start at verses 4. It says, they should die of grievous deaths, and they should not be lamented. Because we're not going to mourn you people getting fucked up out here, because we've warned you too many times. Okay, we've pleaded with you. The Most High is pleading with you through his men, through us, through the prophets, man. And it says, neither should they be buried, but they should be as dung upon the face of the earth, and they should be consumed by the sword and by famine, and their carcasses should be meat for the fowls of heaven and the beasts of the earth. Right, man? Because, hey, when these diseases kick out on a mass scale, when masses of people start to drop dead from taking a walk, because I believe 70% of the people of the population is been Kool-Aid up, man. You know, extra sugar. They took 1 cup, 2 cup, 3 cups, and they had the Boost Mobile chirp phone. So, hey, man, you 3 cups in, 4 cups, you high as hell out here, you know? And it's a damn shame, you know, that our people fell for the victim, thinking that it was going to bring things back, but it didn't. Things are getting worse. Inflation is increasing. War is going on, okay? Murder is going up. Domestic situations are going up. Marriages divorce rates are increasing. It's a shit show, man. And it says, and both the great and the small should die in this land, and they should not be buried, neither should men lament for them, nor cut themselves, nor make themselves bald for them. Okay, because why? Because everybody's going to be worried about saving their own ass. Okay, nobody's going to be worried about Tay-Tay just dropped dead of a particular pestilence, or he just got gunned down by a martial law troop. Nobody's going to be thinking about that, man. Nobody's going to think about Keisha getting her head split open in the back of a pickup truck, man, when somebody's trunk cut up on the side of a road somewhere. Nobody's going to be paying attention or thinking about that, because everybody's going to be running for their own lives, man. Everybody's going to be worried about themselves. Even family, you know, how close and knit and tight family's supposed to be. Hey, that's going to be a thing of the past in a few coming days. In the short days ahead, I say that. Because when this 2020 thing came, the divisiveness between the families was just like on an all-time high. Like, I know specific people that you couldn't even go to their house unless you had paperwork saying that, hey, you went to visit E, which is pathetic in my opinion. But this is the book of Revelation 6, and I'm going to start at 8. It says, and I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed him. And power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth, which is over here in the west, to kill with the sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth, man. Okay, but it says death, because we're going to get it. The scripture says, second Esdras, the dead should be cast out as dung, as we just read here in the book of Jeremiah. But I'll get this precept and I end it, man. Just wanted to get this out. Wanted to go a little bit more in thorough, but you know, Lord's will, I'll start back uploading videos like this to my BitChute or my Odyssey account. That way I can speak freely and not be hindered by this algorithm, because, you know, the famine of the word is among us. You know, it's getting ready to commence. Second Esdras 16, and I'm going to start at verses 19. It says, behold, famine and plague and tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment, right? Because the Most High is telling, he wants his people to repent. Okay, this is for your wickedness. But after these things, they should not turn from their wickedness, nor always be mindful of the scourges, right? Because people get jacked up, they mourn for a little bit, but they don't consider that they sinned against the Most High. And it says, behold, victual should be so good, cheap upon earth, that they should think themselves to be in good case. But even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. It says, for many of them that dwell upon the earth should perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger should the sword destroy, and the dead should be cast out as dung, and there should be no man to comfort them. For the earth should be wasted, and the city should be casted down, and there should be no man left to till the earth and to sow it. Okay, why? Because there's going to be a innumerable amount of dead out here. Okay, people are going to literally give up the spirit at the sight of frightening, man, at the sight of being frightening. You know, you seeing people convulsion, their eyeballs pop out of their sockets, they turning into these zombified-like creatures. People are going to lose their shit, man. That's why the scripture, Yahweh Shai, say that men's hearts fell in them of fear for the things that's coming on earth. All right. Last precept here. This is the book of Revelation, Salaki, Matthew 24:6. It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, this Ukraine thing, and see that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there should be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in divers places. All these are the beginning of sorrows, okay? And Yahweh Shai just mentioned it, man. So anyway, with that, all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And with that, Shalom and the Baba Ball.